What is up, YouTube? It's Jack here for another episode of Yak and Bullets. I just want to get through all the bullshit of the world and try to shoot you like exactly what I think about different subjects. So here we go. Hey, what's up? So I'm super fired up about this UCC shooting, alright? It wasn't like 2 minutes after this thing hit the wire that doggone liberals started going nuts. Alright, they started going nuts about politicizing gun control and all this bull crap. This is right after... This is just to get off the topic of Russia, Iranian boots on the ground in Syria, Putin kicking our political butts all over the place and totally outsmarting everybody. Let's get off that subject and let's roll over here to gun control. Let's just skirt over here to gun control. Alright, because this isn't about, people getting killed at a school. In Chicago, people get killed every day. I think there was like 15 people got killed in Chicago this last weekend. But are we worried about them? No. Here comes Obama, gun control, citing all these things. Hey, let's get to the real reason, all right? There was no force protection around these schools. They didn't even have an armed guard on a campus of 3,000 people. Does that sound smart? I don't think so. It's like, we've got a bunch of sheep over here. There's probably wolves out there, but we're not going to put any protection. We're just going to let them get eaten. That's all that happened. There was no protection at all for these students. None. And then they discouraged for people to be able to carry their concealed weapons on campus. Let's talk gun-free zone. Yeah, I know everybody says this wasn't a gun-free zone, but yeah, right. They're not going to really let guns on campus. So what happens? This dude rolls up in there and starts capping people. And is it funny that all of a sudden, no news came out? And it started leaking on Twitter that the dude had all kinds of Islamic extremist connections and all this bullshit. And nobody will say anything. Guarantee it comes out in a couple weeks that he's some kind of extremist, whether it's Nazi left or right or Mujahideen or some connection to ISIS or Hezbollah or some bullshit. We're going to know sooner or later that they're just covering it up tonight, and Obama wants to politicize gun control. Let's stop looking at Syria, Iraq, and Iran and terrorists and look at gun control. Let's stop, worrying about what Russia and their 150,000 draftees they just, signed up for. Let's look at disarming America. This is a perfect turn the news left instead of what we're supposed to be looking at over here at the right type event, just like with the Pope, just like with, all these other things they've been putting on the news. So the president comes on tonight and he says, let's take a look at all the places with the highest gun control laws and they're the safest places. Bullshit. Have we looked at Chicago? Like, Illinois has like the strongest gun laws in the country. Okay? Strongest gun laws in the country. You can't even sniffle in Illinois with a gun and not get arrested. But yet, I think like 15 people died this weekend from gunshot wounds in Chicago. Not a peep from the president. Like, these people have the highest gun violence crimes in the country, and it's supposed to be the most restricted place in the country. Okay, look at Australia. They took all their guns, and look what happened. Their crime rate went all over the place. And talking about UK having all these laws to protect against gun violence. Dudes are cutting people's heads off with meat cleavers in the streets. Did you miss that case? Okay. President's just all over his place because he knows that most people aren't going to check the facts. He knows that most people just, listen to him and believe it and say, let's enact a law without even actually look at the facts. What I think should happen is that president of the universities should have to step down for not protecting her students. They didn't even have armed guards or a police officer or any type of force protection around that school at all. Kids were just sitting ducks, and what happened? A wolf came in, and you had a problem. There was no protection whatsoever. They didn't even take into mind of their students. They didn't do anything. Sad. In conclusion, what really pisses me off about this is the moment this stuff happens, these politicians come on and start trying to push an agenda, trying to get reelected and say, I'm going to change this. And I guarantee you Biden comes out in the next few weeks with his anti-gun bullcrap and saying how he's going to save America by making it safe again, and he's going to do this, and Hillary's going to enact laws. And they've enacted laws already, and that shit don't work. Okay, the only thing you're going to have when you take away guns is gun runners coming in here charging 5 times the price for them, and bad guys have them anyways. Most of them shit some dudes get arrested with anyways are stolen, scraped off serial numbers they got from the corner down there. They're going to go to Walmart and buy their gun. Are you crazy? But anyways, yeah, these politicians just come out in droves, and they start. First thing, Hollywood actors come out and start saying how their leftist bullshit and their fairy tale world, because they don't live out in the middle of nowhere and have to protect their own families. They live in Hollywood where they're protected by their 10-foot walls, and don't have to worry about people getting robbing them or some bullshit like that. And they come out with their fairy tale mentalities. Oh, we should let this have again. We need to enact laws. Straight bullshit. So yeah, that's all I got to say about this rant. Don't believe the bullcrap of all this gun control shit. It doesn't work. So if you got any questions, check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook at Yakin Bullets. You can follow me live on Twitter. I like talking bullshit to a bunch of these trolls out there. And yeah, if you got any questions or any topics you want me to rant about, because I like ranting about shit. Nothing else to do at like 11:30 at night when you can't sleep. Just send them to me, and that's all I got to say. Yakin Bullets out.